Hey everybody, welcome. I am Asa, one of your hosts, and this is No Bones About Wrestling. And tonight we are watching AEW Dynamite. And Johnny says, I wouldn't mind seeing Britt Baker on Raw or SmackDown. I wouldn't mind that either. You know, they say sometimes a change is as good as a rest. So, you know, a lot of people seem to be down on Britt Baker. I'm not, but I also haven't had to personally deal with her, so maybe that's part of it. Um, yeah, we're live from Knoxville tonight. We've got Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay face to face, and we got Tony Schiavone in the ring. And that's what they're starting with. Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega meeting in the middle of the ring. And K Fabulous and Willy from Willy Does Wrestling and Wolf. And I believe Dylan should all be joining us very soon here. I started things late as per usual. But at least we're here together. And isn't that what's important at the end of the day? Fashionably late. Are you?
No, I meant you. I meant us always starting things late.
Oh, I see. And here comes Kenny Omega.
It's not my shit.
Kenny Omega has not had an AEW match since returning, correct?
Incorrect. He had a match against Brian Cage last week.
Oh, duh. He had an awesome match against Brian Cage last week.
Yeah.
I knew that was wrong as I was saying it.
Well, you were correct about being
I'm wrong, yeah. Right already tonight. So yeah, we've also got Samoa Joe tonight taking on, I believe, Nick Wayne of the Patriarchy. And we have War Rider. Wait, no, what the fuck are they called?
Who are you talking about?
The Death Riders.
Oh.
We have Death Rider Pack, 1/3 of the World Trios champions, and he's taking on who? He's taking on someone. This is why Wolf usually does this. Switch, what's up, brother Asa? Hope you're feeling better. Yes, I am. Thank you. You probably still hear my voice is not all the way there, but yeah, just kind of been having trouble with my voice. And there's K Fabulous.
Hi, guys.
I've been trying to change this place within.
Yeah, I've been having voice problems, and obviously when I have that, I can't speak to you wonderful people. Johnny says Bret Hart should manage Julia Hart.
Huh.
I don't know.
He's too grouchy now.
He is very grouchy.
I mean, he's had some hard things happen in his life. I can understand him being grouchy, but he's real grouchy.
Well, also he's had one or two strokes. Yeah.
And that can cause personality changes.
Yeah. Switch says, "Hey, Mama Fabulous."
Hey.
And then did you tweet it with hashtag?
Oh.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, bud.
I'll be right back.
She'll be back.
Stop.
Say hi to Barbie.
BBQ with Neil from Canada. Hey, what's up, Neil?
You didn't remember the last.
Willie is a fellow Canadian. He will be joining us later tonight.
He should be joining us, yeah.
It was Forbidden Door. And in that match,
And Kenny Omega is a fellow Canadian as well.
And almost break my neck. But you stabbed me in the head with a screwdriver, the same one that Dawn had used months before. As far as I'm concerned, it makes you no better than him. And why did you do it, Will? Why?
Neil says not much, just hanging out. Us too, basically. It's a nice, relaxing Monday night in front of the wrestling on the TV. Yeah.
That you were the best. You were trying to prove that you
No huge expectations. Just some awesome wrestling. I think we're in store for. So that's always nice.
better than me now. And it took diverticulitis.
Of course, I guess we always have big expectations. I do, at least, for an AEW show,
Me too.
and they usually deliver. Neil says, "Are you in the States?" Yes, I'm in North Carolina, which is in the southeast.
You're hesitant because you forgot where it was.
No, I just speak slowly.
Yeah.
It's in the mid-Atlantic area of the states.
Trust someone like you, bro. Listen here.
I thought they were gonna team together.
No, well, maybe they will.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna unite against the Callis family.
Neil says, I am 70 miles north of Kingston, Ontario. Oh, that's weird. Our friend Willy is, didn't he say he was?
I have no idea.
Oh, he said he was north of Toronto. I'm not sure how far. He's north in Toronto. He said it, oh my God. It's negative 23 right now.
Wait, Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Are they the same at that point?
I don't
Remember, we debated this already.
I don't think so.
We debated. I don't know.
Because if 32 degrees is 0 degrees.
It's negative. He means negative 23 Celsius. He's in Canada.
Okay.
You gotta remember, everyone uses us, but the metrics. Everyone uses the metric system, but us.
Yeah, I was mainly asking to point out to you that it was Celsius, in case you weren't thinking that it was in
Oh,
Canada.
I got it.
Okay.
How cold is it here? Like 19, 20? It's cold. It's cold for me.
25. Real feel 31.
25 Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit. We got Kenny Omega took out Takeshita as Takeshita and Fletcher came down to attack Kenny Omega. And the god of pro wrestling is back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness.
Where did Ospreay go? Is he like down on the outside?
I think so. I'm not sure. We were talking about Celsius and I lost track of everything. Kyle Fletcher cosplaying New Jack tonight.
Yeah? Did he wear a baseball tee? Oh, you said Kyle Fletcher. I'm sorry.
Kyle
I
Fletcher.
was thinking Kenny Omega.
The wife beater and whatever those are properly called.
Now called ribbed tank top.
A wife beater is what people call them. And camouflage pants, yeah. Barbecue with Neil says airboats is that fellow Canadian from
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know what airboats means.
Oh, whereabouts maybe is what he said. Like if he's doing voice to text or something.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know. He'll be on. You can ask him himself. He should be on. I wonder.
He just told us, and I can't remember. Like he
I
told
wonder
us.
myself. I sent them the link.
Maybe they're just running late.
Yeah, they could just be running late.
I mean, Wolf doesn't work, but the other two do, you know, so it might be a work schedule thing.
I'm gonna make sure they got the link.
So why don't you let me do that so you can?
You do it. Yeah, you do it. Thank you. Kay always making the sacrifices. Where's the other Canadian from? Neil.
No. We asked him what.
Oh yeah, that's what you meant. Yeah. Like I said, we don't know. He's somewhere north of Toronto, He's in Ontario, I believe.
I thought
You think he's in Quebec?
No. What are the options?
I don't know. He might be west. He might be west of Ontario. I don't know.
Just wait for
He told us
Ned
the other
to-
night. I'm sorry, I forgot.
We're bad friends.
Yeah, I was confident about the north of Ontario part, but now I'm not so confident. Or excuse me, the north of Toronto part. But as we have here, we have Ospreay taking on Lance Archer. Oh my God, those title belts are $800. Watch out for those. Johnny says Pac versus Cope. Ah, that's who it is. Might be the shortest of wrestlers' names in a match. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. You may be right. I can't think of anything shorter. Now the Sandman, when he was in WCW, he was called Hack, H-A-K. So Hack, if he ever fought Lodi in WCW, that would be very short. Oh my! Oh,
Did Taz ever fight RVD?
oh, I'm not counting that because his name's Rob Van Dam.
Okay, but if you use Taz, that's 3 letters.
Taz did fight RVD though.
Oh wait, but was that when he had 4 letters or 3 letters?
I believe. Oh fuck it! Now I can't remember because he had four letters in. I can't remember if he had 4 in ECW or WWF. I think he had 3 in ECW and 4 letters in WWF.
Yeah,
T-A-Z-Z.
he had 3 in ECW.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I thought. BBQ with Neil. I like the old wrestlers: Roddy Piper, Andre the Giant, the British Bulldogs. Yeah, man, me too. I like all those guys you just named. Roddy Piper, one of my favorites of all time. Yeah, I like the older guys too. Mostly 80s and 90s guys. That's my favorite period. Although I'm a very big fan of ECW, not the WWF version, the real ECW. I'm a big fan of WCW, and I'm a big fan of AEW. But my favorites are 80s and 90s guys. Yeah, for sure. Like my favorite wrestler ever is Ric Flair. I'd say. Yeah, who'd be up there? Ric Flair, Bret Hart, Hulk Hogan. What happened?
Dylan can't make it.
Oh, did the other guys get it?
I mean, I don't know. I sent it to them just now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I might just be your name.
That's okay. But yeah, I like the older guys too, Neil. Bless you.
There you
So
go.
what in the hell is getting ready to happen here? This is a wild start to the show. Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Holy fuck! The cameraman totally fucked it up.
Yeah.
They totally fucked that up.
Maybe they'll have a different camera angle for replay.
I hope so. How many moonsaults were there? 3? 2? 3? What? Oh my god. That was awesome. But yeah, you bring up the British Bulldog. Oh my god, are they going to do more? Holy fuck.
He just came back from injury.
Oh my god.
Wonderful.
Oh my
I
god.
can't handle another Kenny Omega absence.
Don Callis, we saw what you did to your boys. You saw what we did to your boys. Don Callis, the next time we get a chance, it's going to be you. We put 6 feet down under. And speaking of Callis, oh boy, do I have an idea. Will, you wanted an apology? Maybe it's me that should apologize. I should have trusted you from the beginning.
Yes.
What do you say,
Ha!
Will? What do you say, people? Let's
Do it. Do it.
And who's going to Australia? Grand Slam. It's going to be Me and Will against the hometown boy, Kyle Fletcher, and Takeshi.
Holy shit!
Yes. Oh,
That
my God,
sounds
that's gonna
awesome.
be awesome.
Holy fuck!
Fletcher, Osprey, Omega in Australia. Let's go!
Nice. Sounds good to me.
That structure's not normally there, right?
I don't.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Goodbye. And good night. Now you can hit my music because I'm scared of heights.
Wow.
And it's so good to have Kenny Omega back.
Mm.
His joy of wrestling, his love of wrestling, his talent of wrestling.
Mm.
It's so good to have it all back. I love him.
And he's a good character, you know? I mean, like, without being fake
Yeah.
seeming.
Yeah, exactly. Some people say he doesn't have a character. No, he does. He's like the god of wrestling.
Yeah. Who also loves video games.
Yes, he's fun loving and very talented
Mhm.
and a little silly.
Mhm.
Kind of like a Japanese version of a god might be. You know, the way a lot of powerful Japanese characters and traditional
Oh,
Japanese stories are.
I forgot about this.
Tag team title.
What do you
Which says the production crew better step up their game. Yeah, you're totally right, man. They fucked that up. That was an amazing segment, and they fucking missed it.
Well, and like, did they, like, I know we lowered the volume, but did they lower their mic volume while Kenny was talking?
No, I lowered
Oh,
it.
that was you? Okay. Yeah, their production, they need to use some of that max money on it.
Yeah.
Maybe some of their entrance music.
Hmm?
Maybe upgrade some of their entrance music.
Yes, they desperately need entrance music that makes them identifiable.
Mm-hmm.
Like Osprey has some.
Mm-hmm. But he
Omega. Huh?
He came here with that
Yeah, he
music.
came here with that Omega, but he came here with that music. I don't know. Is that it? Swerve.
He says, "Oh, okay." He says that you sent it, but he's not showing on cam. He might have power outages again.
Oh.
Wolf.
Oh, damn.
Sorry. Yeah.
Neil says, "Have a good evening, my friend. I may stop by again." All right.
Awesome,
Well,
yeah.
we will be here.
Welcome here.
We'll be here until about 10:15, 10:20 at the latest. So, yeah, thanks for stopping by, Neil. We appreciate the chat. And, yeah, feel free to rejoin us tonight.
Or tomorrow.
Or tomorrow. We're doing a retro Royal Rumble watch along at 7:50. That's 7:50
Eastern time.
Eastern time. We're watching the WWF 2006 Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be me, K Fabulous, and Willy of Willy Does Wrestling. So yeah, tomorrow night, Thursday, 7:50, Royal Rumble 2006.
Yeah,
Be there.
Good time.
Yeah, I was there.
Oh yeah.
Maybe the next time you go to the doctor, it gets so bad. Maybe your next doctor's visit is a worst case scenario.
Is he trying to grow douchier facial hair to like match his character's douchiness?
Oh, you.
I was talking about John Moxley.
Oh.
No, Wheeler Yuta has just let that shit grow wild. You know,
There's too much work to do.
which I don't mind. Whatever.
Go in the future.
It's the well-groomed awfulness I have the problem with because like that's intentionally done.
Moxley's.
Yeah.
All right, I think we have the World Tag Team title match coming up here.
Let's take it back to 1 week ago. Real action live on Dynamite. It was the first
What's it, 22nd?
I wrote the date as January 22nd, 2015.
It is the 22nd.
It is the 22nd, yes.
Sorry, if every time like a new match starts, like the entrance starts, and both of us like immediately look down, we're taking notes. We do a show called AEW Weekly on Tuesdays at 7, and we have to take notes so that we can remember things we want to talk about, including match results.
And match ratings, the precious match rating,
It's the bone rating system.
rated from 0 to 5 bones, based on how good the match is. How entertaining the match is, really, is what it's rating.
I'd say it's how good it is. Like, if the wrestling's not good, but like it's a funny match, you don't give it a high bone rating.
No, not necessarily. It's mostly based on wrestling performance, yes. But entertainment level is a very close second in that, I think. Just overall, how much fun is it to watch?
Mm-hmm. That's some good Sting makeup. For a second, like with that lighting, I was like, is Sting there? And then I noticed the lack of wrinkles and said, no, Sting is not there. Who are you for on this, and who do you think is winning?
I think the Hurt Syndicate are winning the belts.
I also think so.
I am for Private Party.
As am I. People, feel free to let us know your thoughts in the chat. If you also have the Hurt Syndicate winning, or if maybe you're for the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah, I totally see them giving them the belts. Yeah, I'll be shocked. It's either going to be they win the belts or some sort of non-finish.
Mhm.
Private Party is not going over here.
Yeah. The crowd
Crowd is dead.
Yeah.
They could not care less. Look at them. Nothing.
They do Ring of Honor
Oh,
afterwards.
there we
right?
go. Yeah, yes.
Okay, so it's not like crowd.
But Ring of Honor is with Collision.
What's with? Oh, nothing is with this
I
now.
don't think anything's with Dynamite now.
Did they lower the prices?
They probably do. They probably do a couple bonus matches, 2 or 3 bonus matches, as they call them.
Yeah.
Traditionally known as dark matches, meaning matches that are live in the arena but are not on television.
Mhm. Yeah, but when you bought an AEW ticket before, you used to get dark matches, your show that was going to be televised, and then either Rampage or Ring of Honor. So they should charge less now, right?
I agree, but I don't think that's going to happen.
I like it when companies pass the savings on to us, you know?
I agree. It's not often you see a company decrease their ticket prices. That's usually the sign that things are going very poorly. So, but now if you go on, whenever they tape Collision, I don't know what. No, it's live, isn't it? Yeah, it's live, isn't it?
Oh, no, they're taping Collision immediately after Dynamite. Is that right?
No.
They're taping Collision. Is that on?
Do they tape Collision?
Yeah,
Anyways,
they tape Collision.
they do Ring of Honor. My point is they do Ring of Honor on the same night as Collision.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Huh.
So yeah, you buy a ticket to Collision, you get 4 hours of wrestling and maybe some bonus matches.
Mhm.
If you buy a ticket to Dynamite, you get 2 hours of wrestling, usually 2 hours and 10 minutes,
Mhm.
and then probably 2 or 3 bonus matches.
And like when we went to Collision, the show was like hadn't really found its groove yet.
Yeah.
And so we actually liked the Ring of Honor show afterwards better than the Collision episode that we were there for. So it's nice to have Ring of Honor.
I think I did, yeah. We did get to see the short-lived team of CMFTR
Mhm.
in the main event, though. That shows you how long ago that Collision was. Feels like a long time ago, but it really wasn't.
Yeah. Versus House of Black, right? Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Yes. It feels like a long time ago, but that was, I don't know, 3 years ago. I mean, 2.5 years ago.
No, because they've had 2 all-ins.
Okay, so how long? 2.5 years ago.
Shortly, not last year, but the year before. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
2023. Punk was still with the company.
He left in March or whenever all-in was of that year.
We got Bobby Lashley cheating. He's cheating on the apron. He's trying to cheat. He's getting elbowed in the face and choked on the rope. Look.
So let's see, let's say Hurt Syndicate wins here.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to be like brief champions? Or are they going to have these belts for forever? Or somewhere in between? And I'm going to take the somewhere in between off. Do you think they're going to have it for a short time or for forever? Oh, they did it! They have been trying to get a table to collapse on cue for like months.
So it didn't go right.
Yeah, but it went down. They keep dropping people on it and it doesn't budge. And then there was that one episode where Sanjay Dutt just walked past it and it fell apart.
He, like, grazed it with his pocket.
Yeah, and ever since then, like, the tables don't break. Because I think they were trying to avoid another walk-by breakage.
But yeah, if the Hurt Syndicate win, I think they'll have the belts for a little bit because I don't see Tony Khan making Shelton Benjamin or Bobby Lashley a singles champion.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I see Hurt Syndicate perhaps adding a fourth man and having him be a singles champion. Ricochet, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, I was
maybe.
thinking, yeah.
I don't know, but whoever they add, I think that will be the singles champion.
Ricochet's doing well on the mic when he's like now that he's a heel, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that he needs like a mouthpiece, but I guess he could use backup. So Johnny says Hurt Syndicate can be tag champs for a year. I agree. I think it's going to be all like for the long haul. Which will be good because then maybe we can get, well, as long as they like defend them, you know, and we get a variety of tag teams trying to get them every week or every other week, you know.
Yeah, no, they're a good team. I enjoy them much more than I enjoy watching a Bobby Lashley solo match.
Oh my God, preach!
And he's not bad or anything. He's just not
entertaining.
He has a very lackluster offense.
Very limited.
For me, you know, I don't know. Limited offense. Let's say that. If Hurt Syndicate win the belts, who do they feud with next? Says Switch or asked Switch. That's a good question. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves, but I don't know. Do they run it back with Private Party? AEW doesn't usually do that.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
So.
Well, what are our face tag teams that aren't really involved?
Omega and Ospreay are a face tag team now.
Yeah, but you can't have them lose to the Hurt Syndicate. Unless like a bunch of bullshit happens.
I don't know.
Maybe Top Flight. Who did he wrestle recently? Dante or Top Flight. Who did they wrestle? It was Hurt Syndicate, I think, actually.
Yeah. Then you got Leo Rush and Action Andretti, who have kind of been in the scene, but they've not been winning matches, so it's not going to be them.
Well, and their heels.
True. But they could go back and forth. I don't know. They don't really have much of a direction, and they're both very talented, so I wish they could get some sort of direction besides those puffy Bowser coats.
AEW's defense, like they just formed, like they just
Yeah.
broke up like at the end of December.
But
with,
so-
Top Flight.
So who are we saying? Who would be the challenger if they win? Top Flight.
I might say either 2 of the conglomeration members or 2 of the Undisputed Kingdom members.
Johnny just said the Undisputed
Oh.
Kingdom. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I think either of those choices would be better than Top Flight.
Mhm.
Just it's I don't know, just look at them physically and it's
Yeah.
just a little hard to believe Top Flight could hang with these 2 guys. I mean, whereas Private Party, they're a bit bigger than Top Flight physically.
Well, Johnny's saying Adam Cole versus Bobby. I would be okay with that only if Bobby like annihilates him. I mean, I know Adam Cole's a good wrestler, but standing next to Bobby Lashley in a singles match, that's not gonna look good.
Yeah. Yeah, Lashley, I would like to like him. I mean, he's a military hero. That's cool. But just his offense is like punches and kicks and throws, and
I think too.
it just has no appeal for me.
Well, and because he's had a manager for so long, like I
Yeah,
have
it's
no idea.
almost no personality.
I don't know what his personality is like at all.
That was a nice 450 there by Quinn.
Mhm.
Apparently now they are Zay and Quinn.
Oh,
Apparently.
I heard that already.
There's a big Bobby Lashley chant.
That's counted by Benjamin. He wants to get Lashley in this thing. Right move. That's the right move at this point.
I like Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, Shelton Benjamin, on the other hand, is excellent in the ring.
I wish he wasn't on a tag team, kind of,
No, I do.
Like, I get why they did it, but I really was enjoying his singles matches that he's been having.
No, I totally agree, yeah. And
Whoa.
he's an older guy. I'm not sure how old he is exactly, but he's got to be 40-something at least.
Yeah.
I mean, not that means anything. We're seeing wrestlers. Sting was how old? 60. Oh fuck. Sting was 60-something.
Like, think about how tired we are. I mean, I know we're not athletes, but like the difference between your 30s and your 40s with like fatigue and shit.
I
Like,
just need to exercise and have a better diet. I think that would make a big difference.
will we get muscles? Like,
I'm gonna get muscles.
like
Watch.
Shelton Benjamin.
We're gonna get muscles. Watch. Here, when did I say it? January 22nd, 2025.
Check what year it is.
I did have to just check what year it was, and that was
What?
predictable.
Oh. I forgot about this part. This looks like it's going to be a good Dynamite.
Yeah, I think so. New World Tag Team Champions, Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley. I do like MVP as a manager.
I love him as a
He's
manager.
very good.
Mhm. I don't know if he's the best manager they have, but he is very good.
He's not.
Don Callis?
Yeah, Don Callis is the fucking best manager. They have no doubt. Some people might argue Prince Nana, but no, someone who can get the kind of heat that Don Callis gets. No, that's your best manager, yeah.
Now Prince Nana's my favorite manager.
Yeah,
But I agree, yeah, Callis is good.
History. I have raised this title to a level it had never seen before. Every match.
Yeah, Switch. That's who I was thinking of also. Like, after the Chris Statlander thing, I'm assuming he went back to Ring of Honor because he hasn't been on AEW since then, but since like the beginning, or since I started watching AEW, he's been one of my favorites. Stokely Hathaway, you know,
Yeah.
awesome. I always accidentally call him Stokely Carmichael, and I didn't that time.
Who's Stokely Carmichael?
He's a civil rights guy.
Oh, okay.
I believe he was a proponent of the Back to Africa movement.
Which would be the African Americans moving back to Africa to reclaim their homeland.
I think just so that they could live somewhere where they didn't feel like they were unwanted or being discriminated against.
That's it.
Good Lord, her tits. Every time.
Holly, there's no races you can't wrestle in Australia too. Really? Yeah.
Is Marina a manager? I wouldn't consider her a manager. Can you see her like managing John Moxley? Or she just accompanies them?
That's the type of shoe I'd do a shoey with. If I wasn't a girl, you know. See you in Australia? See you in Australia. Yeah.
I didn't realize Harley Cameron was from Australia till like a week and a half ago.
What?
I thought she was just doing an accent as part of her weird ass character.
So yeah, Johnny said Marina the best manager. No way.
Yeah.
No way.
I would say she's a valet.
Yeah, I would say she's a valet, correct. And there is a difference,
Yeah.
you know.
She's not bossing any of those people around.
Right. A manager has like control, like
Mhm.
you know, controls over the game plan and stuff like that.
Or is like the voice box, and she doesn't
Correct.
talk as far as I know.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. She helps him win. Johnny said, "Oh, that's a point, but
But so do
valets
Yeah.
can help win." Well, I was going to say take for example Sensational Sherry, but no. She was a manager.
What about Luna? Was she a manager?
That's closer example. Like with Bam Bam Bigelow, they didn't refer to her as a valet or manager. They referred to her as his main squeeze, Luna Vachon.
What about Miss Elizabeth when she was with the Heels? She would help them shoot to win.
I think she was considered valet. I don't think she was a manager.
No, that's my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what is the difference? That's a good question. I think I've never really thought. What is the difference between a valet and a manager? Is there one? Is it just what announcers or writers choose to call them?
No, because I think a valet is there primarily to accompany them
Right.
and then provide like sneaky assistance when necessary or when prompted. But I think a manager, like you said, is like in on the planning of what the person or the group is going to do and like pulls the strings to try and make the matches have the outcome that they want, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And often they talk for the people, you know?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Johnny says Grand Slam Monet versus Harley for the title. That'd be cool.
Love it. I love it. I love it. I would love Harley Cameron to be like in the title scene. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, she needs several big wins to get in the title scene, but yeah, same. I'm a big fan. She's quickly become one of the more entertaining characters in AEW. I think she's funny.
I think she's always been one of the more entertaining.
Really?
Even when she was doing QTV,
Yeah.
like as QTV was dying, she was the only good part of QTV.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Definitely. I forgot about QTV.
Yeah, and I mean AEW, like they need to let their wrestlers show their personalities more. Because I think all of my favorite wrestlers, it's not just their wrestling skills, but it's able to see who they are come out in the ring, but like also getting to know them through storylines or interviews or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like so many, especially women's division, but so many of the characters have wrestlers have no real connection with the audience besides their wrestling skills.
True. Yeah. And AEW, they don't need to spend 20 minutes on promos to get characters across. Just give us something for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Something for 3 minutes, even. Just a little interview. Just a little interview even would help. But yeah, they do definitely need to get their characters across more. That is one space where the WWE has them beat.
And by character, I don't mean necessarily like a character. I mean just
Yeah.
like who they are.
Who they are, right?
So like even if
what do they want?
yeah,
Why are they there?
Mhm.
Right. What makes them different from everyone else? Yeah.
I love video games. Yeah, like I care about that stuff too.
Yeah.
All right.
Jeff Jarrett, crowd favorite. He's in his home state of Tennessee.
Is he wrestling MJF? Or is this a lead up to when you'll eventually face MJF?
I don't know what this is. I don't think he's wrestling MJF tonight. I think they would have advertised that.
Yeah, I just couldn't remember what I'm here. Oh wait, is he not wrestling? I think he's just talking. You're what? It's plugged in over there. So Johnny says Molina was my favorite valet / manager. I do not know who that is. Who is Molina? Do you know?
That's why I got my
your phone?
my phone. I'm gonna look up. That name is not coming to me.
Feel free to let us know, Johnny.
Yeah. Now there was a period. There were several years I didn't watch wrestling, so I'm gonna assume she was in there. But I'm about to see who she was,
or possibly TNA,
or who she is. Yeah, I don't know anything about TNA.
I was on right before Lawler. He was watching my match, and for the better part of 20 or 30 minutes, these two guys, candidly, they beat my ass. But not only physically, verbally.
Whew, yeah, it's cold in our house.
Shepherd throwing my haymakers.
Okay, I remember her. Yeah.
Huh. Oh, it's okay. Go ahead.
No, I remember her. Yeah.
Who was she managing?
That I don't remember.
Okay.
Let's see. I just remember her now.
Johnny TV and WWE is what Switch says.
There we go.
And
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She most recently wrestled for Billy Corgan's NWA.
That's cool.
Which I was told there is a reality show about Billy Corgan's life, and it shows him running the NWA on this show. I don't know what it's called.
I think it's on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think it was like televised. So Johnny says Jeff and Karen versus MJF and Alicia. Is it Alicia or Alicia?
Don't know.
All right, I'm gonna go with Alicia. Mixed tag team match. They don't do a lot of mixed tags in AEW, so that'd be interesting. Especially because I don't know that Alicia can wrestle.
I don't know. I have no idea. I've never seen her wrestle. I don't know if she can or not.
So.
To the woodshed and beat your ass. But enough about that one-hit wonder. I want to get back to talking about you guys.
I just tried that.
Inspired me. You guys gave me the juice to get into the Owen Hart Cup last year. You guys, let's get real right now. You guys have given me a gift. You ask yourself, what's that gift? The gift of a 57-year-old man believing in himself that he can become the AEW World Heavyweight Champion.
Aren't they in Tennessee?
Yeah.
What the fuck is with this crowd?
Yeah.
Like, they should be, like, roaring for him.
Yeah. Not much of a reception for Tennessee's favorite son, Jeff Jarrett.
Although, like I said, for Collision, like, when we went, it sounded, like, deafening with the cheers, you know? Not for Collision, when we went to Dynamite, you know? It was, like, really loud. And then on the television, their mics don't pick up audience noise very well. So it might be louder than we're hearing.
True. I don't know. I don't see a lot of people in that crowd doing things. The people in the front row are just leaning on the fucking barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Who are these fuckers? They spend fucking 200. How much do those tickets? $300? I don't even know. They spend these untold amounts of money for one night seat, and they're not even fucking clapping for the guys or booing when they come out or anything. Going crazy. Nothing. I don't get it. I don't get it. That's what you're supposed to do when you go to a wrestling event. I mean, don't act like an asshole, but you're supposed to let yourself go. You know, you're supposed to cheer the good guys or whoever you like, boo the bad guys or whoever you dislike. You know,
So Johnny says they ate too much barbecue beforehand.
maybe.
Very possible.
And Johnny also says, "I miss ECW and WWE cat fights area. ECW cat fights were risque. I'll say that. That's probably the most dignified way I can put it."
Claudio turning his attention back to us. Yeah, Mox is my target. Claudio, what about this? I beat your ass next week. I get my world title shot. Beating you lifeless. An interesting proposition. I'll see you next week.
Is that him agreeing to give him a title shot if he loses?
His own in Huntsville, Alabama.
I didn't hear any agreement for that.
Yeah.
I heard an agreement to a match.
Yeah.
I didn't hear an agreement to any stipulation. We'll assume. But see, it's stuff like that where AEW just doesn't make it clear.
Mm-hmm.
Did he accept the stipulation? Fucking say it.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe it's a mystery.
Oh, shit. Oh. AR Fox appearance. Wow. Wow. That's cool.
Plus, like, they have had good matches, Swerve and AR Fox, you know? It's very exciting.
And I tell you, I would. Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, AR Fox, who was, excuse me, very talented, looked like he was on his way to being used in a somewhat significant way by AEW. And then there was some issue with travel plans. I'm not exactly sure what happened.
It was visa issues
Visa issues.
that he allegedly did not tell the company about
Right. Okay.
initially. And then when he told the company, it was like he was about to be in All In a tag match with Swerve, and they did all this build up to it.
Mm-hmm.
And so at the last minute, they had to shove Christian Cage in,
Right.
which, without knowing that like AR Fox couldn't travel there for fans, it was like, what are they doing? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's kind of what led to the beginning of Christian Cage's renaissance. If you think about it.
Did the patriarchy not exist yet?
Did it?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I can't remember either. See, that's why we
Yeah,
usually
no,
have
you're
Wolf
right.
and Willy.
Yeah, no, you're right.
didn't.
It was
I don't
after.
think it existed.
Yeah, because Swerve and AR Fox had just beaten the shit out of Nick Wayne,
Right.
and he was still like
Right.
friends with Darby at that point, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, and then after that, my point is, after that, AR Fox was kind of persona non grata,
Mhm.
and he's shown up here and there. So maybe this is another chance for him to get to get himself
Established.
established on the
established.
roster.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cool.
Oh, if we could have him. Wait, if we already had him versus Ricochet,
Not that I know of.
that would be awesome. Oh, or him versus Hologram.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It would be nice to have a timetable on Hologram's return from injury.
Yeah. There's someone else too that I was just thinking about. That. Oh, Luchasaurus. I was wondering when he was going to come back. And they're not injured, but they're on like leave or vacation or something. But when the Young Bucks are coming back, that'll be interesting.
So, do you think we'll see the Young Bucks on the Grand Slam Australia card?
No.
No?
I think they might show up at the show, but
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be on the card. Wait, when is that?
Oh,
February?
hey, I have news. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Okay.
We were talking about Hologram as of January 4th. So, what the fuck? As of January 4th, Hologram is cleared to return to in-ring action.
What?
He was sidelined due to a serious ankle injury and to be with his wife after she gave birth to their child. So he's been cleared for 18 days. So my question is, where the fuck is he?
Yeah, that's a
Where
good
has he
question.
been? It does say he is expected to make his in-ring return to AEW soon. The source for this is an AI overview. So take that for what you will. What? Oh, excuse, what the fuck? It has been confirmed by Newsweek that Hologram is returning soon. So what? That's weird.
That beacon of wrestling reporting and news. So Johnny, oh no, I just put that up. Johnny says, I wonder how much Tony books things for long term and how much he is on the fly. That's kind of what I was thinking too, with maybe why Hologram hasn't been back yet. Like maybe he already had some plans going. And Switch says, anybody heard anything about Ricky Starks?
What I've heard, I heard today. I don't remember the source. But I make a note when it's a reputable. Is that the word? That's
Reputable.
Reputable. When it's a reputable source, I make a note in my head. So it was a reputable source. Pretty much says Ricky Starks. There are no plans for him going forward.
Mhm.
He is pretty much like Ray Phoenix. He is sitting out his contract, getting paid to sit at home.
Which is interesting because according to Ricky Starks, he has never turned down an opportunity offered by AEW
Right.
to wrestle. So, like, why did they stop using him in the first place?
And this is just a guess. My guess is they found out that he wants to go to WWE,
Even like years away.
even 2 years away.
Yeah.
So I mean, money is nothing to Tony Khan.
Yeah, it's
Nothing.
true.
They're billionaires.
Mhm.
People forget how much money even $1 billion is. It's you can just piss money away. It's an amazing amount of money.
Woo!
Uh,
Eric Austin's good.
my point being, yeah, it doesn't matter if he's spending money on Ricky Starks. There's no point for Tony Khan to build up Ricky Starks any further if he's just going to take his newfound fame to WWE.
Yeah.
So it's business. Business gets cutthroat sometime. Let him sit at home. That's the business approach. Yeah.
And I haven't heard that he like asked for his release or anything. So he's seemingly fine with it.
I believe he has asked for his release. I believe that is the newest news.
I heard about Miro, but not about him.
And I'm not sure if there is any, if there's been any response from Tony Khan. But I believe Starks has asked for his release. Yeah.
You can be in charge of the comments for now because I want to watch this now.
Okay. Johnny says, imagine not being not being able to see Hologram versus John Cena while they wrestle. Hey, man, that'd be a good match. I'm a Cena fan, definitely. Tony Khan doesn't mind paying healthy wrestlers while they sit at home. Yeah, exactly. They got so much money, it doesn't matter what he does with the money. He needs to do what's best for the company. And I say that I'm biased towards AEW. I like them more than WWE. I'll say that right up front. I'm cheering for them. Now I like WWE also, but I'm cheering for AEW. So in business, sometimes you got to do things people don't like, and making people sit at home instead of making them bigger stars for Triple H. That's the thing to do. Whether we like it or we don't like it, you know.
And just to be clear, when he says he's for AEW, he's not against WWE.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, but I feel like you didn't phrase it.
Yeah, I'm not against WWE. I just
You want AEW to succeed.
want AEW to succeed. Yeah. Johnny says, I want to see the wrestlers who change companies this year. It will be interesting. I mean, definitely the biggest we've had, the biggest impact already this month has been Penta, who has shown up and been, for my money, been the most entertaining part of Raw so far in January.
Well, but also, like, I mean, I've only seen one of his matches, so maybe the second match was different. But in his first match, like, I feel like I saw just like little glimpses of the Penta that was at AEW.
His second match was different.
Was it okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. But I agree about his first match. Yeah. He didn't break it all out in the first match. He didn't break it all out in the second match either, but it was closer to the Penta we know from AEW.
So Johnny says hologram won't be able to see John Cena.
Oh, maybe that's a joke I missed. Let me go back up to what he said. Imagine not being able to see Hologram versus John Cena while they wrestle. I don't know if it's a joke. I missed it. I'm sorry.
No, I think just the second part was
The second part's a joke. I get that part. Yeah. But that's a match I'd love to see. I mean, two very different styles, but I'm a big Cena fan. You know, he says hustle, loyalty, respect. But yeah, he's all about not in the last couple matches we've seen. I'm talking about Prime Cena. He's all about hustle. I mean, his work rate is second to none. And the strength of that guy is fucking amazing when he's in top shape. When he was in top shape and not doing the rapper gimmick, which I found really stupid. I thought he was very entertaining and just the kind of guy you want to cheer for. And besides that, I've pointed this out before on our show. He's granted the most Make-A-Wish wishes of all time. And if you can't cheer for a guy like that, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I don't know who to tell you to cheer for, you know, because we can talk about wrestling and work rate and this and that and mic skills all day long. But at the end of the day, those are the kind of things that really matter.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the kind of people I want to cheer for. Let's see, hologram. Oh, he already said that. I'm sorry. But yeah, so yeah, good on John Cena. Seems like a pretty good guy. So what are you thinking about this Fox versus Strickland match so far?
It's been pretty good so far. I'm waiting for them to get out of picture in picture to cook it up, you know. Switch says, I like Cena. I just wanted to see him turn heel a few years ago. Wait, did he not turn heel like when I started watching? Was he ever a heel, Cena? Yeah. Was Ruthless Aggression he was a heel, right? When he started. Yeah. But I mean, like.
And when he's been when he's been the man.
Yeah.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, but people like hated him, so they were booing him like a heel.
Yeah. Well, I think when he was feuding with The Fiend, I think, was when Cena was getting quite a bit of heel heat. I think the fans were definitely for the Fiend in that feud.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I was. I enjoyed it all together. I enjoyed both of them working together. But if I had to pick a favorite, I was definitely for the Fiend in that feud. Yeah.
I'm talking about like 2012 Cena.
As far as what?
As far as like, I think he was supposed to be a face.
Oh,
But that was when you would get like max volume, let's go Cena, Cena sucks, you
Yeah,
know, where it's like really like split.
what is your favorite John Cena match? Actually, it's the one I just mentioned. Now I know people are gonna say it wasn't a match. It wasn't a traditional match. But if we're just talking about entertainment value, and they were going for something very different, John Cena versus The Fiend was so interesting, and they tried to do such a different thing with pro wrestling. That's my favorite Cena match. Now, if we're talking about in ring, you'll have to give me a minute. Try and jog my memory a little. Switch says fans were booing Cena, but he didn't do heel things, right? Yeah. They were just kind of sick of his act. And Johnny says favorite traditional Cena match, right? Let's see.
I used to hate Cena. I don't anymore. But when I first started watching wrestling, like I super hated him. So I can't really pick that because I don't remember seeing the matches I saw once I stopped hating him.
Oh, excuse me.
I saw Capital Punishment and he was in the main event of that, but I don't remember who he was fighting or if it was a regular match.
I'm sorry. My favorite traditional Cena match, I'm gonna go with Cena versus HBK Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 23. A lot of guys, if you look back, their best match was against Shawn Michaels. I mean, one of the best performers of all time, and most certainly one of the best WWF performers
Nice.
of all time.
He just matrixed it. AR Fox did.
Yeah, these two are breaking out some cool shit here.
And AW got me. I thought with like Ricochet distracting him that AR Fox was about to pin Swerve, which would have been a huge surprise, you know?
Yeah.
But no.
Can he hit the stomp from here? I think he can. Oh! Well, that was a good match, but short. And Swerve gets the win as expected. Johnny says CM Punk Money in the Bank 2011. That's a good one. I have seen that. That was from the period where I wasn't really watching wrestling, but I have seen that match. Yeah, that's kind of one of his legendary matches. And he says second would be, oh shit, that's a good pick. Would be Cena versus AJ at the Royal Rumble. When was that? I think it was like 2017. No, maybe 2017, 2018, something like that. And Johnny says I like their Raw match better than Mania. Switch says yes. Everybody's best match was with HBK. A lot of people's. Yeah, Shawn Michaels. Just what can you say? One of the best. Not a lot else to say after that. Just yeah. Will versus AR Fox in a ladder match should happen. Hell yes.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Man, AR Fox.
You don't hurt Prince Nana?
Nope. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Swerve go my room. What? What? There's that name? I do not like it when heels go after Prince Nana because they don't like Swerve. Find it very upsetting, as I'm supposed to.
Ago, Powerhouse Hobbs challenging John Moxley for the AEW World Championship. It was a dominant performance by Hobbs, but unfortunately for him, the numbers were against him. Tony, it was not Hobbs' night.
I'd say AR Fox broke out some really cool stuff in that move.
In that match, you mean?
What did I say?
In that move.
Oh, in that match. I'm sorry, I'm tired today. I did not sleep last night. So if I'm misplacing words today or a little slower than usual, I'm very tired. I apologize. I love these Chris Jericho New York minutes.
Unfortunately, this week, a little bit more dour, a little bit more somber, because the learning tree lost last week on Maximum.
I'm in a jacket. I'll be right back.
We were essentially beaten by the Outrunners and Powerhouse Hobbs, even though we tried to take Will Hobbs out before the match, but we failed at that, didn't we, Bill? As a learning tree always says,
So we give me my
failures
Adidas.
Really?
Oh.
Really? That's what you're going to say? You're comfortable with us losing, Bill, and attributing it to a learning moment? Well, learning moments only work if you learn from them. When are you going to start using the knowledge that I'm bestowing upon you, Bill? Huh? We lost last week.
No.
Because of Will Hobbs.
What?
I don't want him to be mean to Big Bill.
Last week, Hobbs and I went face to face. He may have won the match, but he did not beat me. And that's because he can't beat me. And you want to know why that is? Because I am the biggest, baddest in this
Such that I'm trying to care about Mox and his crew, but it's hard. I agree.
You know what I'm going to do?
Yeah, they're not giving them. Again, we go back to what you were saying about AEW not defining characters enough, not defining what makes them heels, what makes them faces.
Or like what the fuck they're talking about. Like what the fuck is Moxley talking about all the time?
Yeah,
Like his
true.
mysteriousness was like kind of okay for the first promo, but that was like a month ago at this point.
I'm gonna get some comments in before this man comes out. Switch says, "I wish Enzo would come to AEW and join Big Bill. I would love it."
Mhm.
We saw Enzo at a independent show, at an independent show rather, months ago,
Yeah.
and he seemed a little unhinged, quite honestly. But man, that could have just been the role he was playing.
It was hard to tell if it was his character or
Yeah, he was playing a heel. I was shocked. I thought he'd be just a baby face doing his lines, but he was playing the heel. So
Jeff Jarrett, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, you deserve to give every single wrestling fan an apology after your actions last week. But if anybody deserves an apology more than anybody else, it's me. I mean, let's face it, Jeff, when I offered to help you win the AEW World Championship as long as I was first in line for a world title shot, I didn't do it because I believe in you. No. I did it because I thought you'd be the easiest to manipulate and damn sure the easiest to beat. Jeff, the fact that you actually think in the year 2025 that you're going to be the next AEW World Champion without my help goes to show you're about as senile as you look.
doesn't look very senile.
But I'm telling you this, if you aren't yet, by the time Claudio Castagnoli is done beating your brains in next week, you will be.
Those glasses are terrible.
Jeff, I know you think if you grind hard enough, if you work hard enough, you're gonna earn yourself more time.
Here, real quick. Johnny said instead of Jericho, Tony should be giving TV time to the TNT champion. They can both have TV time. And Switch says, "Damn, Johnny, I had to think who was the TNT champion."
I also had
I
to
had
think,
to also.
Yeah.
It's Daniel Garcia.
yeah, it's
Okay. Johnny says Enzo should dethrone Moxley for the world title.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. That definitely would be. That would get some attention. Definitely.
But if like AEW hasn't done surprises in so long, and that's the surprise they do, that's not a good surprise. What, bring Enzo in from out of nowhere?
These dumb hicks can chant all they want, Jeff.
I want somebody to do around Moxley though.
I don't think a lot of now maybe us in the chat here remember, but I don't think a lot of people remember how over Enzo and Big Cass were. Big Bill and in AEW, they were so
In
over.
WWE.
What did I say?
In AEW.
No, I said Big Bill in AEW is what he's known as.
You said Big Cass in AEW.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Big Cass and Enzo in WWE were super over. And people knew every word of their deal. They were super over during their matches.
Oh.
And they were they had just started great things, and Enzo turned out to be falsely accused of some sort of sexual harassment or assault. I'm not sure what it was. And then Big Cass, from what I heard, messed up his own career with some sort of bad behavior during a tour.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, right. So they really just crashed and burned, and I was sad to see that.
One of the coolest things in wrestling that wasn't really wrestling that I love is Enzo and won some match was in a shark cage. It's like suspended over the ring, and he's so skinny. He squeezed through the bar. It's wild. Anyway, so we have an Adam Page enhancement talent match. You happen to catch that dude's name?
I did not. Johnny says you proved my point big time, forgetting who the TNT champion is. I forgot for like 2 seconds. Is that the match? That was the match.
Ugh, gross.
Who is this guy? Rusty? Is that no? Who? What's his name?
I don't know. Did it say it?
Rusty Shackelford.
Is that what his butt says?
No, I was joking.
Oh. That'd be a funny name.
Saturday wasn't enough. Now, using Daniel's finishing technique there. Daniel's in as we know needed medical attention, and then as he was walking in, he came back.
Whose music is that?
Christopher Daniels. What? What a random show tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not necessarily in a bad way, but like AR Fox shows up. Christopher Daniels shows back up again.
I swear to you, all I ever wanted to do was be a friend to you, but I see now that I messed that up. Right? Every time I approached you, it was like I was pouring gasoline on a fire. And then you attacked me. You said
I don't love his mic skills.
No, yeah, they're not good.
Not good.
No.
Escalate this to the point.
Switch said, yes, Enzo did an in-ring promo with no mic, and the crowd did the whole speech. Yeah,
Well, even
I remember that, yeah.
Even when we saw him at an independent show, like he's not allowed to say certain things because they're WWE protected things. But he said like 2 words like that were the start of his promo or something, and like the whole crowd at our AML show knew all the words from like years ago at this point, you know?
Yeah.
It was wild. I did not know all the words.
Speaking of AML, our indie here in the Southeast and North Carolina especially, Saturday, we're going to a show and we're going to see X-Pac. I'm not sure if he's wrestling. We're going to see Billy Gunn. He is wrestling. We're going to see Missy Hyatt from WCW. Who else? Former stars.
DB.
Still don't know who that is.
And I feel like there was one more person that they just
I
mentioned.
feel like there also was. Oh, and fucking what's his name? JB Dalla, JD Dalla.
AJ Francis.
AJ Francis is what he's known as now. Top Dollar.
Yeah.
Top Dollar.
I didn't realize he was on this upcoming show.
He's been advertised. So
Diego Hill, who's like the high flyer, who's just fucking awesome in AML, was supposed to be wrestling Blake Christian, who
oh,
I love, but he
Yeah.
had some sort of scheduling conflict. And so they haven't announced who he's going to wrestle now.
oh, but Diego's still on the card.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to find him.
Yeah, look him up. I'm not sure how much you can find about him online, but he's definitely worth looking up. Diego Hill,
Mhm.
I think, could end up being somebody.
Hmm.
I'm no wrestling scout,
Hmm.
but I think he's. I've never heard him on the mic, but just in ring and charisma, Jude's got it.
Hmm.
And we saw him wrestle Mustafa Ali a couple months
Oh
ago,
my God, it was awesome.
and it was awesome. Yeah, he held up, held right with Ali. It was a very good match.
Ollie didn't seem like he was like holding back, you know?
Yeah, they were
I mean,
going.
it was
I
one of the
mean,
best Ollie matches I've seen, I think. You
yeah,
know?
I agree. Fast pace, worked well. Mustafa Ali, after seeing him in WWE, he never really impressed me in WWE, but after seeing him outside of WWE, I am now impressed. Yeah, he's very good.
So we've talked about this with wrestlers when they come to AEW. Do you think WWE like tells wrestlers to like not do the best they can? Because like with
I don't think that's the way they put it,
Well,
or
yeah.
the way that they see it.
well, like what are they? They're just trying to like even the playing field or something, or like they
No.
don't want someone new
I think
to like
they-
overshine.
One, they
Yeah.
don't want someone new or someone undercard to outshine the people on the top, which is something that's happened for a long time in WWE. That's not new.
That's true.
And two, I think that they tell people not, you know, they set up their matches and they tell their talent not to work quite as hard on TV matches as they do on premium live event matches, so that the PLEs seem more special than a TV show, because they are more
Mhm.
special. The matches are better by design. That's my thought on that.
Yeah, but then you have guys like Mustafa Ali, who wasn't on a ton of PLE matches. And so you're telling him to hold back what he can do and then never letting people see what he can do. And then when he
Yep.
goes to a different company or is a free agent, it's like, holy fuck, what were they doing to this guy?
But still,
Yeah.
what do people remember him most for? His tenure in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, that's because most of their fans don't watch anything else. At least
I don't think
not the
that's true.
indies or
They don't
TNA.
watch, a lot of them don't watch the indies.
Yeah.
Well, right, that's my point.
Yeah. Yeah.
They still remember him as mid carder, undercard guy, and that is the way WWE wanted him,
Yeah.
and that is the way a lot of fans still see him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
maybe the replay got this.
Yeah.
Bam! Perfect. Oh my god. That was such a
Mhm.
fucking great way to start the show.
Yeah. Production people need to hire a new like fucking editor or whoever's job that is to do the live cuts, you know?
Mm,
My God, that match was gonna be awesome.
That match is gonna be
Whew.
off the hook, as the kids say.
They don't say that anymore.
Yeah, they say that.
They don't say that.
They say that.
No one says that.
Off the hook.
If anything, they say off the chain, but I don't think that they say that either.
Johnny says, I remember Ali standing on a ladder for a few minutes until Brock came out. Is that during the Rumble? When was that? Oh, here comes Mercedes.
Mercedes, a huge congratulations to now.
She has to borrow the Bang Bang Gang's little truck, like a little cart, on wheels for all her bolts.
Mercedes, from the minute that you walked in here to AEW, you've been saying how you want to take things.
Oh, the guns coming back would be good.
Money in the
Perfect.
Bank ladder match. Thank you. Well, that makes sense with the ladder.
I am a global champion now.
Like the guns to face the Hurt Syndicate. That'd be good.
Japan,
Yeah,
Australia.
that would be a good answer to that
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
Who should face the Hurt Syndicate next? The Guns.
And that's also a good answer to who are you missing from AEW?
Australia, well, I can't say of Holly Cameron, but I'm a local there and I will not face. You may have been better backstage as the Big points. Yeah, I'm not crazy. They always say, my points. You see, what I'm getting at is, I want to ride the money train. We feel the rise, we feel the rise. And I mean, like, come on, this is a little much. You can't make up your mind. Feel the rise. I'm the money train, the money train, the money train, the money train. What do you say?
Terrific. I loved it.
Around the world fighting the very best. But you haven't even won a match on AEW TV yet.
Mm.
You're
Nelso Kelso says, "Hey yo, what's up, guys? How goes it?
Hey.
Hey yo, what's up, Nelso? Welcome."
Yeah. It's nice to see you again.
Johnny
It's been a
said,
good show. I don't know if you've been able to see it yet, but
Mhm.
it's been really awesome.
Johnny says, she the new belt collector. Yeah, and I called it.
He did.
Yep.
Yeah.
4 belts. And Harley Cameron continues to be. Oh, wow, here comes Jamie Hayter. Harley Cameron continues to be entertaining.
Mhm. Well, he called her going after Monet for Australia, is what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he did that earlier in the show.
Attention to this match. It's what a great match. Jamie Hayter returning from injury last year. All in London, he was a huge moment for her.
Switch said, y'all might laugh, but Harley is my favorite AEW female wrestler.
I'd say she's my third favorite.
I wouldn't laugh. No
Yeah.
way. I mean,
She's awesome.
now, by looks, I don't know where I would put her. But as far as wrestlers, I would put her maybe second or third. No, I'd put her third after Tony Storm and Thunder Rosa. Yeah.
That's where I was going to put her also.
That's just by I'm not saying she's the third best because she's not. That's just my personal. I like her the third best.
Yeah, me too. I think should we get to see her more and maybe have her start winning and let her have longer matches where we can really see what she can do?
Harley Cameron.
Yeah, Harley Cameron. I feel like she could potentially move that up, but I really love Tony Storm and Thunder Rosa, so
Yeah.
it would be a hard push. Nelson says Harley ends up being one of my favorite parts of the show. Usually, me too. And if you don't follow her on X, you totally should, because she posts really funny videos, but also super hot pictures.
Oh yes, I saw one the other day. Wow.
Yeah, I showed it to him. It was I think it was yesterday. It was
Wow.
her on the beach with a thong bikini.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Yeah. Very attractive lady. Switch said Harley's entertaining. Yeah, pretty much everybody is saying that for sure. Switch says, I don't trust none of the female wrestlers. Look, I need to see them when they wake up with no makeup. That's harsh. That's harsh. But I hear you. I like the natural look personally myself. I don't like the super made up look that a lot of people seem to like nowadays. But, to each their own. I'm not saying anybody's right or wrong. To each their own.
seconds because
It works out well for me because I don't like ever wear makeup really. So that's nice.
But the guardrails, I mean, it's scary as hell.
It's also nice in a marriage not having to spend money on that bullshit.
Yeah. I think the makeup that I own, like that isn't Halloween makeup, is from our wedding. So like it's like 7 years old.
Wow.
Probably throw that away at this point.
Yeah. It's probably basically just like cancer in a tube at this point. I hope not.
Plus a lot.
Rewind is in the house.
Rewind, I've missed you so much.
Rewind. What was it? What? How many weeks ago was it? 1 or 2?
The Taz.
Yeah. A couple weeks
Two.
ago, we did a Royal Rumble retro watch along with Taz in it. What year was it? 2001.
Yeah.
2001 Royal Rumble. Taz was there.
Mhm.
You weren't there. He says, all around, no matter gender, everyone's favorite wrestler, my personal hero is the GOAT, Taz. Switch says, I went to Raw when Sasha Banks was there and her makeup looked caked on in person. Yeah, sometimes she did look like that on WWE. Yeah, a little less nowadays, I think.
AEW's, they call them the Glam Squad, I believe is what they're called. They do a really good job.
I think so.
Yeah.
Johnny says, I wonder why the women, Britt doesn't get along with them backstage. You know, it kind of, go ahead.
As a woman, I can tell you, I don't have like a ton of female friends. For some reason, it seems like sometimes women in a work environment, especially, have a hard time getting along with each other. And I would think because of the competitive nature of wrestling, it's probably a little more intense there. Yeah. So that's what I think. And with Britt, I think this is me totally just speaking from my own opinion. I think she feels a little entitled to certain things in AEW because she did so much for the company, especially when they were starting, that I think she just kind of expected to stay at that level without having to improve at all.
I was going to say the exact
Yeah.
same things that Kay just said, yeah. Switch, rewind.
Yeah.
WWE did Taz dirty. He could have been so much bigger, yeah, for sure. They gave him an awesome entrance. They gave him some cool merch at first. They gave him a shirt, which I had. And then they didn't do much with him. And the Royal Rumble we watched, 2001, he was in it for what? Fucking 4 seconds?
Yeah.
5 seconds?
Yeah,
It was terrible.
We knew he was going to be in it. And we are like, oh, Rewind should be here. And then,
Yeah.
then he was only in it for like 4 seconds. So we were like, oh.
Taz made his debut at Royal Rumble 2000 when the GOAT defeated Kurt Angle. By the way, he was the first person to defeat Kurt Angle.
Oh, I did not know that. It's a good.
Nice trivia.
Yeah.
And Johnny says, I can't wait to see Ray, Ricky, and Britt in WWE. Definitely be some new looks for them, yeah. I'm not sure what years they'll be going. And if word is correct, Malachi Black is returning to WWE. That's the rumor. But whatever the rumor is, it looks like he is done with AEW. On screen, at least, his contract is not up. He seems to be in the same boat as the 3 people you mentioned, Johnny.
Has no one sat him down and been like, let's watch some of the things WWE had you do in your time with them?
Now you got to remember. No, I'm not a big Triple H fan, but you got to remember that was Vince, not
right,
Triple H. That was the Vince era still.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, the closet thing.
The closet where he was in the room.
Yeah,
and he was like, "Someone fight me!
Knock on my door.
Knock on my door." Oh, that was
Oh
so.
my god, I hate it. And it was
Oh,
like week
it's so
after
bad.
week.
The same thing.
I just felt like it took forever.
That Vince McMahon booking, like
Your face.
This rematch 3 weeks
like 2018 through 2023 was just some of
2020 had some okay things.
okay. 2021 through 2023 was just some of the worst stuff I've ever seen in wrestling. I don't even want to go into it all.
Yeah.
Switch says I want Buddy to go back to WWE with Malachi. What is all this? Y'all have got everybody leaving
No.
AEW.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not for that.
Like anytime I think about the fact that Ray Phoenix is leaving and that Penta has already left, it like breaks my heart a little bit every time.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more.
But I mean, good for them. They're getting
Yeah,
a
but
paycheck.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
they're going to be big stars there.
I'm really
I
happy for
think.
them. I'm just
I
really,
think so.
really sad for me. They better step up their tag team game.
we've been alluding to.
Not the Lucha Brothers. I'm talking about the rest of WWE.
WWE, yeah. And Nelson Kelso says, I enjoyed listening to the Taz show. Taz is a short-lived radio show from 2018 through 2019. Even called in a couple times.
That's cool.
Cool.
I didn't realize he had a show. Which one? So check that out.
I also did not realize that. Johnny says Vince McMahon was too self-centered with a lot of his booking. That doesn't work for me, brother. You're fired. Switch says, only because I don't feel like AEW uses Malachi or Buddy right. I agree with that. Now when they are used, I feel like they're used well,
Yeah, and they're using like higher level matches.
but they are not used enough.
Yeah.
And again, tonight there's not enough time devoted to their characters. Who are they? What do they want? Why are they wrestling? You can't just say everyone is here to win the championship. That gets boring.
Well, too, like it's when House of Black started. Remember all those like sort of satanic vignettes they were doing? You know, and then they were like spitting the mist, and like for a while, like Julia's mist was like kind of turning good people bad.
Yeah.
And then they stopped. I mean, she still mists, but like they're not trying to like convert anyone or recruit them into their like dark magic-y ways. Sorry. And so I feel like sorry. I feel like they really dropped the ball there because I feel like that could have gone on a really fun path.
Yeah.
And instead they just like showed us the path and then put a fence up.
Yeah, one of those Tony Khan, start stop booking decisions.
Well, and I mean, House of Black did have some injuries, like very inconveniently, not at the same time. So like Malachi was out for a little bit, right, because of his back or his knee or something, and then Brody King broke his wrist.
His career almost ended.
Yeah.
Because of his back. He said dry needling, which is the Western medicine form of acupuncture. He said dry needling saved his wrestling career. Jamie Hayter gets the win over Julia Hart.
It was the moment that Julia Hart turned her attention away from Jamie Hayter to the crowd here in Knoxville, Tony.
Good.
Hayter defeated Julia Hart.
That guy has a giant missing poster for Luchasaurus.
Oh.
Kill Switch. Or wasn't it Kill?
Kill Switch.
Okay, yeah.
Kill Switch.
Yeah, I hope he's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't know, man, Jamie Hayter's ass.
Yeah, I know.
Luchasaurus the Kill Switch went out with a severe, what was it? Bronchitis, was it? Pneumonia. Double pneumonia.
That is someone else's bread. That's not how I operate. But I have a very heavy respect for women like you who do what they want to do. No matter what anyone says. Leave your own trap of that spitting crap in my face were trying to kill me with an arrow. No matter if you have a million people behind you, two big men standing right next to you, or as you are now,
2 big men,
Yeah.
not 3.
Yeah.
no one beside you. You're still a tough bitch.
Well, in interactions with Jamie,
You win one,
Malachi hasn't been there, so.
win one.
But yeah.
And when you want number 3, you got it.
Well, yeah, but Luchas, I'm just gonna keep calling him Luchasaurus because that's his name to me. Yeah, his pneumonia was so bad he was in the hospital for a while, and then he went home, but he went home on oxygen, and like they weren't sure if he was going to be able to wrestle ever again. And I haven't heard anything differently since then. This was like months ago.
Times this Saturday on Collision. Well, guess what? Jacksonville is where I got my start, and you don't have to look for me very hard. 'Cause I'll be waiting in the parking lot.
Oh, God, that was bad. That was bad. I'm rooting for Hobbs, but that was bad, man.
Like, for real, wrestling companies, why do they not hire acting coaches?
Yeah.
Like, look at MJF.
Well, we've
He's
talked about this
trained in
before,
theater,
and
yeah.
I got to point out to WWE used to have Dusty Rhodes
hmm
teaching people how to do promos, and you can't have a much better teacher than the American Dream, Dusty
Mhm.
Rhodes.
Yeah, and nothing against Dusty Rhodes, but this is what I brought up when we talked about this before.
What?
Is like just because you're good at something doesn't mean that you'll be a good teacher for that thing.
Yeah,
Like some
true.
people are like awesome at playing the violin, but if they tried to teach someone how to play the violin, like that's not the same skill set, you know? What are you looking at? Do you hear noises?
And what was that?
I didn't hear anything.
The wind?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything. Asa thinks our house is haunted.
No. I think that was just the wind or
Oh.
or the heating ducts. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But he does think our house is
Johnny says Vince McMahon cannot see that Christian is a top 5 heel character. Yeah, and he definitely has proven to be. Johnny also says, I guess we're getting Jamie versus Julia 3 at Grand Slam. And Rewind says, hey, just wanted to stop by and say, hey, I have to get up early for work tomorrow. Have a good one. And remember, Taz is the GOAT.
Bye, Rewind. Thanks.
Bye, Rewind. Thank you for stopping by. We love having you.
Yeah.
We love having you remind us that Taz is the GOAT.
That's true.
Um,
It's so funny, like for our regular viewers and people that join us in the chat, like we like miss you and wonder about you. Like if we haven't seen you for a while, like I was telling Asa, like I haven't heard from Steven Chambers in like about a week, and I was like, I hope he's okay. You know, like
yeah.
we just get still like this is like our getting to hang out with our friends time.
Yeah, we miss you
Yeah.
when you're gone. We really do.
Mhm.
Because believe it or not, we remember who says what.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
We might not remember who says where people say they're from, but as you know, we don't remember where Willy's from, and he is like an actual friend that we talk to pretty frequently.
Speaking of which, I don't know whatever happened to Willy and Wolf tonight. I don't know.
Wolf said like he was worried his power was going to go back out, so I think he's having like winter storm issues.
Willy, I wasn't sure about.
Yeah, he might.
Wasn't
he might be
100% sure. Oh well.
Yeah.
It's been the classic combo.
Yeah.
So let's see what we've had. New World Tag Team Champions tonight. We had AR Fox returning to the AEW ring. We had Jamie Hayter beat Julia Hart in a good match. And what else do we got? We've got Pac versus. Oh, we had Hangman Page pin someone
in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, and we've got Pac. Why can I not remember who the fuck he's facing? Pac versus Cope.
Oh yeah.
Pac versus Cope.
Is that the main event?
I don't know.
Oh.
They keep advertising it. I feel like that's the main event. Yeah. But what time is it?
That's 9:39.
Oh dang! Time flies. It may be next. I don't know. I don't know if they have a run over tonight or what. Who knows? But I feel like there was something else advertised. And we got MJF and maybe his shortest promo of all time.
Mhm.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
What?
2 weeks from now, I land in Georgia. The chance is done. The Lion finally gets his hand on that freaking road. Maybe, just maybe, I catch it a little sooner than that.
But in the classic fable, the lion is helped by the rodent because it removes the thorn from his paw.
Yeah.
Today we received this message from Brody King.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense.
Nor has it been explained why Atlanta.
For years, we've had a voice to guide us. That voice was all but deafening. Now, that voice has come to spirit,
Wow.
and we are done living in the shadows.
Yes!
It's time to honor ourselves. No rules,
No rules, no gods,
no masters.
just violence.
Hell yeah!
So what are they gonna be called?
Together.
Didn't he copyright like Hellhounds or something? I thought you told me, or Wolf told us maybe. It was
I don't
Wolf
know.
probably.
Ooh,
Ooh, yeah, I forgot about that. Collision.
Yeah, they're doing. It's their main event.
I'm just so excited that they're not breaking them up because I was worried
Yeah.
with Malachi gone that like that faction was dead.
Yeah.
So that like I'm not excited Malachi's gone. I'm just excited that they haven't killed the House of Black. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get a new name, but
Yeah, I'd be shocked if it didn't.
yeah.
Well, but they kept the Blackpool Combat Club for quite a while after William Regal left to go back to WWE.
Mhm.
It was just an awesome name.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe they already had all the merch printed up.
Well, but also it didn't have someone's name in it. You know, like
Yeah, yeah.
House of Black, like that's pretty specific to Malachi.
Hope gets it done still, man. I think it was an amazing moment that he signed with AEW. It was one of the
Like, is this just gonna be Cope forever now? Like, do I have to get on that train?
Go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Is that what you're going to call him?
I call them whatever the wrestling companies call them. Otherwise, I would just call them under my favorite gimmick, which would get confusing. So,
Well, I'm never calling Luchasaurus Kill Switch. So.
well, you're going to confuse our viewers and listeners. Remember the nice people who paid us before they turned into dogs?
That's a Ghostbusters reference.
Yeah, if you wonder what the fuck I'm talking about, that's from Ghostbusters 1984, Bill Murray. If you're a younger viewer and you've not seen that movie, find it and watch it.
Paid us in advance. You just
Paid us in advance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Remember the nice lady who paid us in advance before she became a dog?
My phone keeps going dark.
Across
Never.
the streams.
Oh, there we go.
He said crossing the stream. Johnny says, worst AEW run, Andrade or Malachi Black? Ooh, Andrade.
Yeah.
Because Malachi at least had, a stable, had some high profile matches, had the World Trios titles. Andrade, just who I enjoy. I'm a fan of an Andrade. Just was wasted in AEW, I think.
Yeah.
Just to leave to WWE to be wasted again.
But at least he gets to be wasted and work with his wife,
Right. Yeah.
Well traveled he is now. Winning championships.
So good for him.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely Andrade was the worst.
Kick there. Right to the hamstring.
Worst AEW run there, yeah.
So bring him down a notch or two. I think that's smart. I think there's another story at play here.
Out of those two, worst run period. Miro.
That's what I was thinking.
Gotta
I was
be
saying.
Miro.
I mean, he did have the TNT title, what, twice? But, yeah.
Wrestled so few matches,
And like 90% of them were squash matches.
accomplished so little compared to what he ultimately should have, which, you know, he should have been a world champion contender immediately
Yeah.
for their company. Immediately. So, yeah. That to me is the biggest waste of talent in AEW.
The fact that it may also be lost on CAD. And I know Copeland worked very,
What about, let's be positive. Who's someone that they've got a lot out of who you didn't expect?
before this career is over. Right now, Cope seems to be one move ahead of Pac.
Let me think about it.
This wrestling contest. They've been kind of out wrestling.
Christian.
Huh.
I have never really been a Christian fan
Yeah.
because, like, I just thought he was so boring because he, like, had no personality when I was watching him in WWE. And then in AEW, I still didn't care for him because, like, all he did was, like, this. And I was like, ugh, just go away already. But then after that match with Jungle Boy, the Buried Alive match, I was like, holy shit, that dude can still wrestle. So that was exciting. And then with the patriarchy character, like, oh my God, he's awesome. So I'm going to go with Christian.
So Johnny says Swerve Strickland is number one. Are you talking about my question? Who did they get the most out of that you didn't expect?
So yeah, there's no
I
way.
think that's what he's talking about.
He's like,
That's a great
yeah.
answer. My answer is going to be Darby Allin. Because when I first saw him, I was just like, who the fuck is this? Why the fuck is he in a wrestling ring? This is some sort of joke.
And on the mic, he was just awful when he started.
Yeah.
Like, it was painful to watch him do promos.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
he is so amazing now. That's a really good answer.
He's very good now. Yes. He improved his promos from 0 to like
100.
no. From 0 to like 85.
I give him 85.
And improved my impression of him from 0 to like 95. I mean, guy wrestles with so much heart and dedication and physicality and just such a daredevil spirit. I think he's impressed us all. I mean, if you're an AEW fan and you say you're not impressed by Darby Allin, I don't know. If you're watching a different show than I am, you know.
Since Stephen Chambers is not here to speak for himself, I will speak on his behalf.
Okay.
He hates Darby Allin.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah, he really
I don't
doesn't like him.
remember
He doesn't care
that.
for him at all. Yeah. I don't know if hates the word, but he greatly dislikes it. Yeah, I think when the moment when like that really sold me on Darby in the ring was his match with Samoa Joe. Because I'd been like getting kind of on Darby's side, but then when they announced he was facing Samoa Joe, I was like, oh my God, it's gonna be fucking terrible. And it was awesome and like so believable somehow, like beyond all reason it was very believable. Very cool.
Yeah. All right, and we do have our main event going on.
Yeah, sorry.
With Cope and Pac here.
Oh God, that sounded awful. Did you hear that?
I didn't hear it, but it looked awkward.
It was like a loud thunk with his head hitting the ring apron, like edge.
The ring apron, what?
The edge of the ring apron.
The what of the
Oh
ring
my
apron?
God, stop, you dork. Yeah.
Well, I think this is kayfabe. I don't think he really hurt his neck. I certainly hope not.
I think the ref would have stopped
Well,
him from
we'll see.
kicking him in the head.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's kayfabe. I'm pretty sure that was planned.
Well, they would have more than just the ref out at this point if it was real.
Oh, what a nice splash. Just took off. Johnny says female wrestlers. I think he means they get a lot out of.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
that's what he said. Oh, they got, yeah, they get a lot out of that you didn't expect. I agree. Yes, I agree. The AEW women's division is very good. Now, I think the WWE women's division is better, but the AEW women's division is very good. Yes.
He's asking which female wrestlers did they get more out of than you expected? Like with the same question.
I see. I'm sorry. I misunderstood. Um, let me think for a minute. Do you have an answer, Kay?
I have several, but I'm going to narrow it down.
Okay, narrow it down. I don't hear any names.
I'm gonna go with Willow.
Okay, yeah,
Because
yeah.
when we first saw Willow in Ring of Honor, I was like, what the fuck is happening? Because she was just like dancing in the ring around her opponents. And I was like, what? Like, is she going to wrestle at some point? And then once we saw her on AEW, and even sort of later in her Ring of Honor matches before she was on AEW, I was like, okay, she can wrestle. And then it was like, oh my gosh, she's getting really like awesome. And she stopped dancing in the ring, which was nice.
Yeah.
And we just really got behind her character, which at first in Ring of Honor seemed like kind of annoying. Yeah, she really won us over. So I'm going to go with Willow.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Yeah. I absolutely hated Willow Nightingale's character
Yes,
the first several times I saw her. I wouldn't call myself a Willow fan now, but I like her. I cheer for her for sure. Don't look at me like that.
I love Willow.
I'm glad. Like I said, I like her. I mean, I'll cheer for her. I usually, I don't know, I cheer for her about half the time, I think. But so Willow would be a good answer. Julia Hart, to me, is one who, when I first looked at her, I thought they had nothing. I didn't know why she was in the ring. She didn't have a physique of a wrestler. She certainly didn't have a move set, which has been the buzzword in the IWC lately. But she has improved greatly now and has developed some holds and some submissions, and is turning into a complete wrestler. So that's the other name I'll give is Julia Hart. She is rapidly improving, I think.
Well, and I think when she first showed up, at least on AW television, like maybe on Dark and Dark Elevation, but on AW television, she wasn't wrestling. Like she was accompanying, what are they called? The varsity, varsity something, varsity athlete.
Varsity athlete?
Yeah.
Oh, that was dumb.
Yeah. The other person I was thinking of was Harley Cameron, because for a very long time she didn't wrestle, and was just like there for comedy and staring at. But then when she had her first match, I was like, why have they been wasting her this whole time and making me watch Anna Jay matches? You know, and Anna Jay has improved. I will give her that. But before, when I thought this, terrible. Yeah, Saxon.
Attacking the neck. And you can see Colt trying to get that left hand under the bicep and forearm.
We got Pac has slowed this match down since delivering that blow with Hope's neck to the ring apron. The ring edge.
It was like his temple. Like it looked like it was his skull, I thought. But
really?
Maybe I mean, to me, that's what it looked like. It looked like it hit him like right like here. And it definitely made like more of a skull sound than a neck sound.
Hopefully it was just kayfabe and a sound of someone, hitting something.
Yeah.
And he
I mean, with the way he's selling, like, he's definitely not injured.
You never know. Some guys, I mean, we've had guys, Goldberg, Bret Hart, I mean, on with wrestlers getting injured and finishing the match. Cody Rhodes, just
But there's concussion protocols in AEW now that didn't used to be there.
yeah.
And so, plus, like, when wrestlers do that, like, oh, I'm so dazed, like, just, it's stupid and fake, and
Yeah.
I hate it.
So Johnny says Pac or Neville. I'm with Pac
Pac,
now. Yeah, it's for him. You know, he's very stout. He's very quick with his movements, very strong, and so Pac just sounds more like his character than Neville. Neville sounds like he's not there to kick your ass. Pac sounds like he's about to kick your ass. He's gonna pack a punch. That's just the way I think of it.
Neville sounds like he's there to teach herpetology. What's it called? Herbology.
Herbology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neville Longbottom.
Women's World Champion Mariah May ahead of their battle. Grand Slam Australia, and Tony Khan has just made it official.
One of my students one year gave another student a Valentine with a picture of Neville Longbottom on it, and I said, "I long for your bottom." Isn't that funny? I said, "Don't put that at school." But that's nice.
Oh, Johnny, favorite Edge one-on-one match? That the hardcore match with Mick Foley, which cannot remember what pay-per-view it was at, but I think we all know the match I'm talking about. Edge
the
versus
fire
Mick
table.
Foley. Huh?
With the fire table.
I
Is that the one you're talking
I believe there was a fire table.
Because
That's been so long ago that
well, we watched an interview where Adam Copeland was talking about that experience of Mick going on the table with Mick, you know, who had like a flannel shirt and a t-shirt on, and him being like bare chested, you know. It's interesting.
Drop to your stomach. Sometimes the simplest defense is the most effective. Yeah, true. Drop your weight. All the way around. Kick to the leg. That's
I'm gonna say his match against Christian at World's End, because it was one of the only good matches at World's End, so it really stood out.
wait,
But
I mean
it
at
was
World's
awesome.
End 2023.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Well, he was injured during the 2024 one, so he wasn't there.
I'm just saying,
Okay, just to make it
specific.
I gotcha. So I'm gonna go with that.
Okay, cool.
Johnny says
Johnny, WrestleMania 23, I think, was the Edge versus Foley match.
I think the best shape of his life right now. The impaler, but you can see all the damage to Cope's neck. Did not allow him to immediately.
Yeah, I just thought that was classic. Oh, 22, he says. Well, you're doing better than I am because I couldn't remember. I knew it was 20 something. That's the best I did.
That's what the great ones do. They think they're figuring out right now. You watch them think on the fly.
But yeah, I mean, it showed us another side of Edge, Adam Copeland, whatever you call him, Cope, and showed us Mick Foley could still do it. So it was just a very cool match.
I forgot he was telling us the WrestleMania number, and I thought he was saying the year. And I was like, Mick Foley wrestled in that fire match? Like, that recently? I like the brutalizer. That looks like it would hurt.
They have really been wrestling a slow match. What do you think about it?
I've liked it. I think it's going to build to something faster. I hope. I mean, if the whole match is like this, then I'm not a. Well, I guess it's 9:59, so.
It's been strangely slow.
Yeah.
With all the championships, all the success, a big time player for decades. He knows how to get out of stuff.
Yeah, the crowd is very quiet.
I would be too after 4 minutes of rest holds.
Yeah.
Here maybe we're going with something. Nope. There we go.
I cannot believe he can kick that high.
Right to the back of the beam, right to the German. You saw immediately Bryce Rensford, the referee. I can't remember the last time I see Colby suplex like that. Because the referee, Bryce Rensford, he wants to check. And he's got to fast off for a bit to let the referee check him and see if he can defend himself. And you could tell, I really think Pac was there it is. Sliding in, brutalizer is locked. Center of the ring. Cope, trouble here. Good God. How much more can Copeland take?
Johnny says sometimes a slow, methodical match is needed.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, he's
I like it when it like builds, I guess, like crescendos in action.
Yeah.
Like I agree, but I just don't want it to be like monotone, I guess, or whatever you would describe that with movement.
Yeah.
Can he follow up, though? Can he follow up? You got to follow up, Cope. I know it's tough. We're deep in the fourth quarter here. And that was an amazing counter by Cope. But
I'm hungry.
Pulling some up here, Jazz.
What are you making for dinner?
I'm having split pea soup and homemade bread. Yeah, it's split pea soup weather.
There's a spear by Copeland. And the second one, that may do it there.
That's one of my least favorite moves in wrestling.
Spear?
Yeah.
Why?
It's so overused and doesn't look like it would be a finisher in like an actual fight, you know? I don't know. And it's just like so many people in WWE had that as their finisher that it lost its luster, I think.
I tell you, that move was super over when Goldberg was the one who did it. People love the fucking spear.
Well, Goldberg was like a tank. He's like a scarecrow.
Diamond cutter there. Okay, that was an odd match.
Yes, it was. With an odd finish. I expected there to be like fuckery happening during it from the Death Riders, you know?
Well,
Oh,
there we go.
there we go. Is that Ricky Morton?
Ricky Martin.
Ricky Morton.
Yes, it is.
I recognize that hair.
Living la vida loca.
I need Marina to wrestle. Like she's one of
Who
their.
else is it?
It's both members of the Rock and Roll Express, Cash and Dax, I believe.
Oh, okay.
My God, he's all by himself. And as the Death Riders marching towards what could be an execution. If I want to get out of here, Cole, you got the victory, get the hell out of here, dude. Looking forward. But now the ringside area filling up. The Death Riders surrounding the ring. And Cole very short on allies.
On Collision, did they announce when Samoa Joe's first match bat is going to be?
Samoa Joe was supposed to fight tonight,
I thought so. Okay.
and they pulled the match.
Who was he fighting? Nick Wayne? Was he fighting Nick Wayne?
He was supposed to fight
Yeah.
Nick Wayne tonight. Antonio, hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey.
Perfectly. I don't know whether you're talking about the show or us, but all right. Either way.
Okay. Oh,
Jay White.
nice. I was wondering who was going to come out to help him.
Yes, I had to help him.
He's a face now? He's a face? He's a face?
I'd say so, yes.
Oh. Oh! God, I would never sit at the edge.
The boot to the midsection. Oh,
Yeah, get him. No. Come on, guns. Come out.
Yeah.
Come out.
And somebody else has to come out. Maybe this could be a nice time for the guns to return.
Well, Juice Robinson is gonna be out for a while, so he's definitely
Yeah.
not gonna do a run in.
Somebody's got to come in.
Maybe Camille will do a run in. I want her to face Marina Shafir in the ring. That's the whole reason I'm saying that.
I would not count on a Camille run in. What are they doing? Oh,
That's a dangerous hold, especially after your neck is banged up dealing with after the match. Hope is fading away, getting choked out. It's not just about how it restricts the blood flow in the carotid arteries.
He has no friends.
apparently.
Jay White and
I know I say it a lot, but when you have this happen to a baby face, that's the way it looks. He has no friends. Now they beat up the Rock and Roll Express. They beat up FTR. They beat up. What's up, cameraman? They beat up Jay White. No one else likes Adam Copeland. Are there are no more faces? If I was Cope, I would have run away. Good point, Johnny. Use some brains. Run away. Live to fight another day. And that's how our show is going to end this week. Okay?
well, the only faces that wrestled and like were on the show besides Will and Kenny was Private Party.
Mhm.
So limited selection of who might be backstage to run in, you know.
All right. Let's do our thing. K Fabulous. Let's do. So the Death Riders need to start spray painting the backs. No.
Yeah.
Let's do our thing.
Yep.
The best match, the worst match, and your rating out of 5 bones.
Best match, Swerve AR Fox. No
Okay.
doubt for me.
Okay.
Worst match, Hangman versus Enhancement Talent. Get the squash matches off of my television. I hate them. Like,
Let's say the squash match doesn't count. What was the worst match?
I'm going to go Adam Copeland and Pac. I feel like more things happened in all of the other matches.
Yeah.
And like I get doing like an injury angle for a wrestler, but I hate it because then it looks like I'm watching like a dude half wrestle, you know? So
Yeah. Right.
I don't always care for that. Like, you usually don't care for that. And then out of 5 bones, this is going to sound harsh. I'm going 3.5 bones.
Okay.
Great way to open the show. Although I usually
Tag champs.
what? Oh, the former, yeah. Although I don't normally like shows to start with talking, like that was exceptional talking. I mean, there wasn't enough wrestling, in my opinion. So deduction for that. Too many promos, deduction for that. Too many unclear promos, which like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
So yeah, 3.5 bones out of 5.
Good points. Good points. Best match. Oh, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough for me.
It is not tough.
I gotta go with the Hurt Syndicate versus Private Party.
Over Swerve and AR Fox.
There wasn't enough offense by AR Fox to make it a convincingly competitive match for me.
See, I thought that about Private Party.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Interesting.
So yeah, Hurt Syndicate over Private Party. I had Swerve and AR Fox would have been my second, I think.
I wonder if that's because I made you do the comments so I could watch the match fully.
I don't know. Worst match, like Kay said, Hangman Adam Page pinning whomever that was. If you take that match out, worst match, I gotta say the main event. Coke pinning Pac was very slow paced, which I don't mind. I don't mind a methodical match or a slow paced match at all. But lead me to something. Be leading me to something.
Besides confusion.
Yeah, show me why the match was slower paced.
Yeah.
And as Kay said, I know they were playing the angle. Okay, you don't have to totally kill the pace of the match to play up an angle.
Yeah.
If you do, maybe don't do the angle.
Yeah.
And the show as a whole, it started out very promisingly with fucking Osprey and Kenny Omega both moonsaulting off of production equipment, and then New World Tag Team Champions, and then Swerve Strickland beating AR Fox. Started great and went downhill from there. So I'm gonna give this show. 2.5 bones out of 5. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna disagree with my 3.5, saying it was too low. Well, this is the worst rating we've given Dynamite
Yeah, I
in like
think so.
forever.
Yeah.
Or possibly ever.
Yeah. Well,
no, there was that one time there was like 4 matches and like the promos were really boring and really long. But other than that time, second worst Dynamite.
I thought last week's show was pretty good. But yeah, this was not. 2.5 bones out of 5. And 3.5 out of 5 from K Fabulous.
3.5 bones.
3.5 bones out of 5. All right, folks, that's it. And don't go yet. I got one more thing to say. Eric Tate, a lame show tonight. A lame ending, that's for sure. Just didn't have it. Like I said, the show started off with fire. Fucking crazy moonsaults, New World Tag Champs, AR Fox flipping everywhere against Swerve. I thought this was gonna be a great show, and then it just fizzled out.
I don't even think it fizzled. It just took a nosedive.
It took a nosedive, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be too negative. We don't need to dwell on the negative.
Yeah.
I do have a couple more things to say real quick. But thank you for watching tonight. Everybody, thank you for commenting. Eric, Johnny, Antonio, Rewind.
Nelson.
Nelson Kelso. Switch, of course, as always. Barbecue, whoever I'm missing.
Yeah, if we're missing you, sorry.
Yeah, if we're missing you, sorry, but thank you for talking to us. And I just want to tell you our schedule real quick for this coming week. It's a little different than usual. We just have some things going on. Tomorrow night, Thursday, we're doing a Retro Royal Rumble watch-along. Try saying that 3 times fast. We are watching Royal Rumble 2006. Starts at 7:50. 7:50. Eastern time. So we get in the room at 7:50. I'll kind of talk about the card, no spoilers, and the matches, what we're about to see.
And then we shoot the shit for a little bit.
And then at 8:00 is when I'll do a countdown, and we'll all press play at the same time. This show, Royal Rumble 06, is of course available on Peacock, WWE Network if you're in Europe, and wherever else you might be able to view it. So that's Thursday. That's tomorrow. Friday we're off, as always. Saturday we're going to an independent show here in North Carolina. So we're taking Saturday off. We'll be at Actual Wrestling.
Well, you can check our X accounts because I think we'll both be probably posting pictures or like video clips and stuff.
Good call. Call. Sunday we're off. Monday we're back with WWF Raw Watch Along 7:55. Excuse me, WWE Raw Watch Along 7:55 Eastern Time. It's gonna be me, Willy, Wolf, Dylan, I believe. So it'll be a fun time. Next Tuesday, AEW Weekly is back.
Was its triumphant return.
Triumphant return. That's our weekly review of Dynamite, of Collision. You'll get to find out the ratings I gave for the matches tonight and that I give for Collision. We do our top 5 men, our top 5 women, our top 5 tag team rankings. We discuss some topics. Kay Fabulous does her fashion report and quite a bit more.
And we talk about news too.
Yeah. News and rumors. If you like AEW, it's a pretty good show, if I say so myself. 7 o'clock Tuesday, AEW News. And then, of course, AEW Weekly. And then Wednesday, we're back here, 7:55, AEW Dynamite Watch-Along.
And Asa, like you said, is going to post the schedule on his X. I'm going to post it on my X. But if you're worried you might miss it, go ahead and subscribe and turn on your notifications. That way, whenever we go live, because we do sometimes randomly, like Asa just did a All Elite Crate unboxing for this month's All Elite Crate. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. But yeah, so that way if we go live randomly, you can catch it.
And Eric Tate was asking, I think he's asking, is the independent show we're going to be on tape for TV? Not tape for TV, but it is shown online.
Yeah, there's like a network.
Visit for more information. Visit
AM.
www.aml wrestling. That's AM as in mighty, L wrestling. And they have the info there and about how you can watch it. I think they show it live. I'm not sure. They show it live.
Show it live, yeah.
Okay.
I'll post it if you don't feel like looking it up or are busy.
That's
awesome.
Very good independent organization. Not your average, bingo hall independent wrestling show. So.
And it's what's it called something war. It's not like it's war games.
Oh, it's like a war.
Yeah.
They're taking more games, but they're not calling it that.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you very much for watching us. We will see you tomorrow at 7:50 for Royal Rumble 2006 Retro Rumble time.
Yeah.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.